So now give the big heading as separation, the separating the components of a mixture. That means separation techniques for mixture. And first in your mind, first remember, all these methods are physical methods, no chemical. Nowhere chemical method we are using. We are only using physical methods of separation. All these methods are physical methods of separation. Clear? Chemical method only comes into existence when we are using any other chemical to wash out one chemical. Clear? So now our topic is separation techniques for mixtures. Any type of mixture. Might it be salt, might it be suspension, or might it be colloid. Heading डाल दिया. Different methods of separation are used to get individual components from a mixture. So separation of components for a mixture, why it is essential? Because we need to obtain the pure substance. This is done only, why? Because we need a pure substance. Ultimate aim of us is to get a pure substance from this. So heterogeneous mixtures can be separated into two respective constituents easily by physical methods like hand picking, sieving, filtration that we use in day-to-day life. So suspensions can be separated very easily. So suspension physical method is ये तीन बचपन में पढ़ा है. हाँ फिर हाँ 6th class onwards. Sedimentation, decantation, filtration. 6th class में ही पढ़ा होगा वो. That the same principle will follow for suspension. But what about solution and what about colloidal solution? So colloidal solution and for solution salts. अब से मैं solutions को solve बोलूँगा for simplicity sake. So salts, for salts and colloids we need to apply some complicated techniques. Osmosis, already we have learnt about osmosis. फिर से नहीं बताऊंगा osmosis के बारे में क्या है. Osmosis, fractional distillation, okay. Columnar fractionation distillation is also known as columnar distillation process. So we are using those two. Chromatography technique we are using. Other than chromatography techniques, we have crystallization technique, separation using crystallization. Okay, these are all physical methods only. We are not using any other reagent for separation. So in physical methods there are simple and complex. We can use suspension, we can separate by using simple methods. हैंड पिकिंग भी बोला उसने. हैंड पिकिंग इज आल्सो सीविंग, हैंड पिकिंग, ये सब तो तुमने सेकंड चैप्टर में पढ़ा होगा कि मैं इसमें 7th क्लास में 6th क्लास हाँ 6th क्लास में पढ़ा होगा. वो ऐसे करके एक औरत ऐसे करती रहेगी. थ्रेशिंग, विनोइंग, या विनोइंग, एयर विनोइंग, these all techniques. Sulfur removal from using magnets, that iron removal, iron fillings removal with using magnets, these are all simple techniques. Those we need not discuss. उसके लिए हम बड़ा सा एक्टिविटी करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. ठीक है. Now we are going only specifically for complex physical process separation techniques. Our agenda in our mind should be separation of salts and colloids. सस्पेंशन को हटा दो पहले. सस्पेंशन को दिमाग से पहले ही हटा दो, नहीं रहना चाहिए दिमाग में. सो वी आर यूजिंग फॉर separation techniques physical techniques, physical separation techniques. In our physical separation techniques also we have simple techniques, we have complex techniques. Okay, in our simple techniques we have hand picking, sieving, filtration, sedimentation, decantation, etc. And this is more vigorously used for suspensions.
Hand picking.
Not hand picking, all these process. Why? Because you can easily visualize what is the solute particle present in it. Okay. For complex substances, we have to go with chromatography, distillation, crystallization, हाँ, sublimation, etc. लॉट आर देयर. अब मैं सब लिख नहीं सकता, करेंगे. 10 है, 10 करेंगे. 10 आर देयर, 10 with diagrams and activities. If you are learning perfectly, chapter is over. Today we'll try to finish 4 or 5. Pakka. So that's something about. So our concentration or agenda is to separation of salts and colloids. Mainly these two. So let us start the techniques. Our first technique is how can we obtain a colored component like dye from a blue or black ink. Blue or black ink, what it is? Ink in water. What it is? Solution, colloid, painted. ఆలోచించుకొని చెప్పండి. Till the time I read the heading, you tell me. Think and tell. Vaguely don't tell, Sharan. Ink is a colloid or a solution. Discuss and then tell one answer. Question mark I am not keeping because I am explaining subject. In textbook they ask questions, not here. हाँ, क्या डिसाइड किया दोनों ने? colloid, करेक्ट आंसर. इनकी से colloid. एक बार ढंग से सोचोगे ना, द ग्रुप डी को जो दिया था वो क्या था? Okay, I am starting the first one. How to separate a dye from a blue or black ink? A blue or black ink, how it is made, you know? There is a black ink dye or blue ink dye which is kept in the water. Dispersion medium. Dispersion medium is water. This dispersion phase, blue or black ink powder will be there. That is mixed in water in dispersion medium, and it is taken up to some concentration. When some concentration is happening, then it forms a ink that is sold. That is sold outside, na? That ink medium is also sold. And sometimes जो ink which you are purchasing, na, like HP ink is there. HP ink is there. Bottle में खरीदा है. वो ink में क्या होता है पता है? There is something called as linseed oil. Linseed. देखना linseed oil. Why linseed oil is used? Linseed oil is used for preparation of the inks. The linseed oil act as a dispersion medium. In that one, this blue or black ink is dissolved, which creates a colloidal solution. In some worst quality inks, water is mixed. That's why they ask कि तुमको क्या चाहिए. In some mine acetone में mix करते हैं. Hard inks, permanent marker में जो होता है ना, हाँ वो acetone mix करते हैं. That's why if you add acetone also it will not remove. Acetone डालने से भी remove नहीं होगा वो. हाँ, वस्तुतः it's like alcohol smell which comes out. This also alcohol smell comes out. But this is erasable ink. I don't know what are the constants used. Some chemical component like naphthalene or something might be used in it. So that's why sometimes it tells that don't inhale. बेंजोनॉल इज समटाइम बेंजोनॉल में मिक्स करते हैं. वेरी वेरी डिफरेंट डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ डिस्पर्शन मीडियम्स आर देयर. डोंट थिंक दैट इंक बस वाटर में ही मिक्स किया जाता है. इंक जो वाटर में मिक्स किया जाता है वो बस किस में यूज कहाँ है पता है? किसमें है पता है? वो फाउंटेन का कैमलिन वाला दबा दबा के नहीं डालते, उसी में पानी मिलाते हैं और कहीं नहीं मिलाते. हाँ, दैट्स व्हाई इट्स रेट इज 10 rupees 12 rupees that ink. All inks which are costlier are having a dispersion medium as costlier. Dispersion phase is not cost. Dispersion medium is costing them more. That's why the rate is coming that much high. Black ink, white ink, black ink, blue ink చాలా తక్కువ అండి రేట్. జిరాక్స్ కాపీ ఉంది, జిరాక్స్ కాపింగ్ మిషన్ ఇస్ దేర్. There what is happening, you know, they are converting dispersion medium, making it an ink, and again by using crystallization they are separating again the मिक्सड डाइस. केमिकल रिएक्शन इज हैपनिंग एंड आउट कमिंग द पाउडर. और वो पाउडर को लेके आके जेरॉक्स मशीन में डालते हैं और वो पाउडर से तुमको जेरॉक्स मिल रहा है, प्रिंट मिल रहा है. लॉन्ग प्रोसेस इज देयर. You're getting? Okay. Separation of dye from blue or black ink. So what is the process? Fill half a beaker with water. Beaker में आधा पानी से मिला दिया. Put a watch glass on the mouth of the beaker. Okay. Put few drops of ink on the water glass. Now start heating the beaker. Now the beaker is started heating. Okay. Now start heating the beaker. We do not want to heat the ink directly. You will see the evaporation is taking place from the watch glass. So evaporation always takes from the area which is away, open. So it is taking from the watch glass. Okay, continue heating as the evaporation goes on and stop heating when you not see any further change in the watch glass. Observe carefully and record your observations. Thus we find that the ink is a mixture of a dye and water. Thus we can separate the volatile component solvent from its non-volatile solvent, non-volatile solute by the method of evaporation. So I will draw the diagram. Done. So how it is, you are having a stand like this, you are having a Bunsen flame, Bunsen burner. So here you are having a beaker. On the beaker, हाँ, वॉच ग्लास और इसको चाइना डिश भी बोलते हैं कभी कभार. अब जिसका लेबोरेटरी है वो उसको पता है, हमको नहीं पता. वो तुम अपना नाम डाल लेना, जो डालना डाल लेना. ओके, दिस इज दैट वॉच ग्लास. Inside this you are having water. And can anybody tell why direct heating is not being direct heating है ना? Why they are not permitting direct heating here? కాదు. No, that's not the answer. अरे यार. बताओ. हाँ हाँ हाँ, गुड गुड गुड. That means you have seen how to manufacture chocolates. Yeah, especially Cadbury वाला. पता है क्यों? ఎందుకు మాడిపోతుంది? हाँ. And one more one I will tell you. Palkova is there na? Palkova preparation also they use this steam technique only. If you do by directly na, black color layer మాడ్ అంటుతుందంట. It's called మాడ్ అంటుంది. మాడ్ అంటుతుందంట. in Telugu it is called, हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं इसको? ब्लैक कलर नीचे आ जाता है डिश को. दूध भी बहुत ज्यादा गर्म हो गया या कुछ हो गया तो नीचे कलर वाला आ जाता है, इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Almost you arrived at the answer, but I am not satisfied with the answers. What this is called as China dish? Huh? Watch glass. Huh?
Watch glass.
Okay, watch glass. Beaker. Sectional view. Bunsen flame. That's something about this. And in this ink dye. See how nicely I made the diagram. Diagram, how is the diagram? Simple diagram. Fat, 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 fat. बना देते हैं. So now see here, for some time I will explain what is process happening here.
Okay.
See, now what is happening is you are having a Bunsen flame tripod stand. It is common, chemistry में common है. Already I have done many times. This is another time I am drawing. So what is happening whenever heat is happening? Due to this, the water here starts getting boiling.
Yeah.
So there will be vapors being formed here. Though what is happening is, why this is not kept direct, I tell you. So what happens is whenever there is heat being given to a type of salts or solution, especially colloids, colloids kandi. Heat, all eatables are colloids, remember, colloids. Especially when heat is provided to the colloid, what happens is the colloidal particles attain the particles of heat and already they have Brownian movement in them, random movement. So what happens, it gets attached to the surface of the vessel. So what it happens is it stops the breakage of heat. Means heat breakage. Heat breakage means the heat is not able to transfer from the surface of the container to the material inside. Like what happens is the formation of scales in the, like how the scale is being formed on the vessel. I'll show you. This is called scaling. You have scaling, na?
Yes.
This you see inside ये गर्म पानी डाल के ये देखो आ गया, ये हो गया ना. ये कहां से आया? वाटर के अंदर जो कोलाइडल पार्टिकल्स होते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड हार्ड वाटर, सॉफ्ट वाटर वी कॉल. వినుంటారు ఎప్పుడైనా? వాటర్ ఇట్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ హార్డ్, ppm ఆఫ్ వాటర్, సాల్ట్స్ డిసాల్వ్డ్ ఇన్ వాటర్, దోస్ గెట్ ఇది ఇక్కడ వచ్చేస్తుంది, అంత వచ్చేస్తుంది. So like this, for colloids they form a layer, and this is very thick layer. If you break this layer, some part of the metal get corroded, some part of the surface will also be lost. So what happens? This forms a thick type of layer which will not allow the heat to penetrate from that side to this side. That's why a dish, if this is used for more than some 10-15 years, it requires more amount of heat to heat the water as compared to that in the starting of the usage. Immersion rod కూడా అంతే అండి. అందుకే ఇప్పుడు యాంటీ స్కేలింగ్ ఇమ్మర్షన్ రాడ్స్ కూడా వచ్చాయి, అవి వాడాలి. ఇప్పుడు యాంటీ స్కేలింగ్ ఇమ్మర్షన్ రాడ్ ఇంతకుముందు లేదు, ఇప్పుడు వస్తున్నాయి. ఓకే, so what is happening here? So it is heating the surface, and when water is in contact, when gas is in contact with it, then what happens is the temperature transferred by it can easily be transferred to the dish. Therefore it is not in contact with direct high temperature, so the gradual heating happens. When gradual heating happens, the phase change or the particles change becomes a little bit more timely, so it does not form on the layer on the surface of the china dish or watch glass. Therefore when heating is happening, there are two matters. Already I told, something known as volatile matter and non-volatile. See here, wait, stop. What is meant by volatile and non-volatile? Non-volatile is a solute, it is a dye. Dye is a non-volatile. Okay, always solutes are non-volatile. So I will tell you, What is volatile and non-volatile? Volatile means any material or substance which gets evaporated when subjected to heat. It is known as volatile. When it does not get evaporated, even though when they are subjected to heat, they are called as non-volatile. Always non-volatile, the particle size will be higher. Okay? Here volatile is water. ఎందుకంటే ఇది డై సొల్యూషనే కదండి, ఇది బ్లాక్ ఇంక్ ఈజ్ a mixture of dye plus water. So here water is a solute, water is a solvent, sorry, and dye is a solute. So I am writing here volatile. Sharon, please tell the definition.
Which can be evaporated.
Can కాదండి, పక్కా అవుతుంది. Please change your thinking. Be positive. This is only the thinking that is tested. Many people lack that. Now we are getting सीख रहे हैं. Which gets evaporated. पक्का होगा. Can नहीं होगा पक्का. Substance which gets evaporated when subjected to heat is called a delta process. Already I told. Cooling is called reverse delta process. And non-volatile, converse. So this is how we are doing separation. And please write the procedure, leave place for procedure. खुद लिखो. I won't tell. पिछले last year when I taught I told, but now due to my hand pain I can't. Sorry. It is your own. ये सब चीज भी बच्चों वाले हैं, मैं नहीं लिखने वाला. Substances which don't get evaporated. Simple. How to identify whether it is a volatile or non-volatile means size. Size. 100 times I am telling. All words which are spoken by me in the class is important. Size. Size defines whether they are volatile or non-volatile. ठीक है? All volatile components are smaller in size than compared to non-volatile components. And this procedure is only possible if solvent is volatile. अरे water क्या है यार? Here note, process possible only when solvent is volatile liquid. That's it. Okay, this is something about the first technique. Let us go to the second technique. How can we separate cream from milk? Second technique, cream from milk. थोड़ा दिमाग लगाओ. You know कृष्ण भगवान. हाँ, क्या है समझाओ. श्रेया will समझाएगी. हाँ, there is something word called as toned. को toning. चल. हाँ. So let us go with the second process. Is it going perfectly? Good. చాలా అయితే మనకి ప్రాబ్లం లేదు, ఈ ఫోన్తోనే అయిపోవచ్చు, ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. ప్రొవైడెడ్ యూ షుడ్ నాట్ ఫెల్ డౌన్. మంచిది. పడిపోకపోతే ఎన్ని రోజులైనా బాగానే పనిచేస్తుంది. लीव स्पेस पर procedure. भूल मत जाओ. 100 times I want to see. If procedure is not seen in your notebook, Then I will show what is called hell. So second process is called as a separation of cream from milk. Run out. Okay. So nowadays we get a full cream, toned and double toned varieties of milk packed in poly packs or tetra packs in the market. Tetra packets are available in the market. These varieties of milk contain different amounts of fat. So take some full cream milk in a test tube, centrifuge it. Centrifugation came now. Centrifugation is also a physical process. It by using a centrifugation machine for 2 minutes, the machine is able to separate cream from milk. Sometimes the solid particles in a liquid are very small and pass through the filter paper. For such particles, the filtration technique cannot be used. Such mixtures are separated by centrifugation. The principle is that the denser particles are forced to the bottom and the lighter particles stay at the top when spun rapidly. Clear? So this is your doubt about colloidals. What happens is particle size is smaller than particle size is smaller. Particle size is smaller. When it is smaller in colloid, particle size is means solute size. Particle and solute and solute size is smaller than the solvent. So what happens? Or it is identical with the solvent or equal size. Equal size. Em chestar? Then filtration techniques failure. Filtration failure. Filtration technique fails. In that case, we go for centrifugation. In that case, we go for centrifugation. In a centrifugation, already I have drawn earlier. What happens is, I will draw again here. This is a line, spinning line. This is called spun line. On the spun line, what happens is, there is one hook. Through it, इसको ऐसे पकड़ते हैं जैसे हम पकड़ रहे हैं ना घुमाने के लिए. My hand movement like this. I am painting, but I will show you like this. This is spun chamber, spun drum rotation. On the drum, what happens is there is a center line. This is axle. This is axle. On the axle only the line will be spun, na? This is spun axle. It's called spun axle. Axle बोलते हैं. टायर को भी ट्रक के नीचे axle. On this axle, whenever this is there, so what happens? All this will be inlet. यहाँ से मान ले यहाँ inlet कर दिया है. It is being stored inside, and then now it is allowed for 1500 RPM. Then it is called centrifugation, rotation, the process of rotation. So what happens in centrifugation? The separation of identical particles through spinning inside a drum or a chamber at high speeds through density through not density through weight is known as centrifugation. In centrifugation is what is happening? The denser or heavier particles, okay, there are lighter particles. Okay. So denser and heavier particles, what will happen? They are very heavy. They can't travel long distance. Therefore, in rotation, they will be towards the center line. मान लो denser particles I am representing by black, lighter particles I am representing by blue. So all the lighter particles will be here. All the denser particles will be at the middle because they can't travel long distance, very heavy. Okay, so they are separating by using particle weight. जिसका ज्यादा वेट है उसको पहले सेपरेट करो, जो लाइट वेट है दूर जाएगा. So we are using this technique, and this is towards this spun line. This is away from spun line. That's it. This is how they are separated. So applications are, we are used in diagnosis of laboratories from blood and urine tests. Used
ఒక మిషన్ గా టెస్ట్ ట్యూబ్స్ అన్ని పెట్టి అది ఫాస్ట్ గా తిరుగుతుంది, అప్పుడు సపరేట్ అయిపోతుంది.
yeah, sorry. Used in dairies and home to separate bottom from cream. Used in washing machines to squeeze out water from wet clothes. Leave space and you can write it. For this one there is no need of any procedure, no need of giving space for procedure. Directly give the space for applications and so on. Then now we'll go for how can we separate a mixture of two immiscible liquids. Now you know what is miscible liquids. Miscible liquids already done salts mein. Now immiscible liquids we have. Immiscible means they do not mix with each other. So those two type of how we have to separate. That is our next. Okay. So what is here it is shown is, let us try to separate kerosene oil from water using a separating funnel. Pour two mixtures of kerosene oil and water in a separating funnel. Let it stand undisturbed for some time so that the separating layers of oil and water get formed. Open the stopcock of the separating funnel and pour out the lower layer of water carefully. Close the stopcock of the separating funnel till the oil reaches the stopcock to separate mixture of oil and water. Okay, this is the process.
దీనికి ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ రాయాలి కదా.
So how to separation of two immiscible liquids? How to separate two immiscible liquids? There is one simple process. Immiscible liquids means they do not. Then we follow the separation through densities. Separation through densities. Separation through densities. So variation of densities we are going on because one or the other parameter we need to separate. So we are taking density as the parameter to separate two immiscible liquids. The best example you can take is about oil and water. They both are immiscible. You can see oil spills on sea, not miscible. कभी भी नहीं mix होंगे, जल जाता है ऊपर. Alcohol is there on that. Okay, water के ऊपर alcohol डाल दिया, मान ले, lit it. It is burning. That is. So there are some are immiscible. So there some are miscible alcohols are also there. So some alcohols I am telling, not all alcohols. Next, oil plus water. How to separate it? The best technique here is by separation through densities. They form layers. They form layers between two immiscible liquids. They form layers between two immiscible liquids depending on the densities. So this is used for separation. So now how we are doing it? So we have this is called a separation flask. So generally no need of separation flask separately. We have this material type. మీరు దేనినైనా చేసుకోవచ్చండి. You can do in your glass also. This is just an example to represent that we are using this. Okay. Okay. So this is something. This is holding. Okay. So in this one we have totally water layer and kerosene layer. This is called separating funnel बोल रहे हैं इसको, पता नहीं क्या नाम दिया. Separating funnel. Separating funnel is the name given to it. Separating funnel. Okay, here stopcock is there. Okay, this layer is more. Below this all is water. Water is more denser than oil, therefore oil will float. Okay, so separation of kerosene. Here shown is kerosene, H2O. This is called as a separating flask, cork. This is a stopcock. So if you release this, water will flow down. Separation. This is something about this. Now application to separate mixture of oil and water. In the extraction of iron from its ore, the lighter slag is removed from the top of this method by to leave the molten iron at the bottom of the furnace. Slag removal is very very important. I want to speak about this. So what happens is ना blast furnace है यहाँ पे अपना steel plant में blast furnace है. Blast furnace में क्या होता है ना, after there is a mixture of limestone, coke, steel, no, not steel, iron ore, melted iron, molten iron, all these are mixed together and burnt into in a flask. लेकिन कुकर में, जैसे हम लोग कुकर में खिचड़ी सब डाल के पका के फिर बिरयानी बनाते हैं ना, in that process what is happening here is, in that when it is releasing some type of slag. What is a slag? The slag is nothing but oxidized layer of iron. Some iron is very reactive with atmospheric oxygen to form Fe3O, iron oxide. This is called iron oxide. Iron oxide is formed. This iron oxide which is formed, Fe3O, is reactive and very high reactive. सो इट फॉर्म्स ए स्लैग, दैट इज स्लैग। एक लेयर आता है, जैसे अपना ये है ना, ये नीचे पूरा स्टील है, ये पूरा Fe3O। दिस इज आल्सो लेटर कॉल्ड एज रस्ट। If it is in solid state, it is called as rust. If it is liquid state, it is called as slag. Slag during manufacturing. Here, rust. So this is Fe3O. Now this is again, it is further reactive and will react again with oxygen. Fe3O plus O2 will form Fe3O4. This is called iron. This is iron oxide. This is called as iron oxate. Oxate. I don't know. Please check it. This is a. I don't know the name, but it will form Fe3O4. Okay. This is something about this one. Let us discuss about sublimation, the last process, and we'll close today. ठीक है, सब्लिमेशन के बारे में देखते हैं, वो भी छोटा सा टॉपिक है। लिख लिया ना? पूरा हो गया, डायग्राम एवरीथिंग श्योर? हाँ, ड्रा नीट डायग्राम्स। और आई एम ड्राइंग, राइट डाउन दिस ऑल। क्यों नहीं लिख रहे? एवरीथिंग इज इंपॉर्टेंट। लेटर यू विल लर्न इन योर 11th क्लास, यू विल लर्न दिस। Why iron oxide? Why this all came? मेरा पॉइंट समझ में आया तुमको? Salt and camphor mixture of okay. So here we have salt plus camphor. What is a salt? Any salt which is, one should be non-subliminal. One non-subliminal. One should be non-subliminal. Another one should be subliminal. Okay? So you can write down again the diagrammatic representation of I will draw this simply, लेकिन वो ऑलरेडी मैं तंग हो गया मैं ड्रॉ कर करके। You got my point, right? This is China dish. ఉంది అదే ఫస్ట్ చాప్టర్. You have drawn in first chapter the same thing and I'm drawing again. Inverted funnel. अभी तक तो याद आनी चाहिए ना शारान? Inverted funnel means immediately it's sublimation. And a cotton plug here kept somewhere. से रख दिया इसको. Okay. I'm not drawing perfectly because already 100 times I've drawn this. Here material is there. Vapors of camphor. Okay. Cotton plug. Inverted funnel. Funnel inverted. This is solidified camphor. Camphor is a subliminal substance. This is the vapors of camphor. This is mixture. Salt plus camphor. This is burner stand. That's it. देखो फटाफट बना दिया. That's it. This is the important thing. Now what happens is sublimation process is from solid to direct gaseous. So all sublimable substance like camphor is a volatile. So one volatile impurity. So there is a need for volatile impurity to be kept. So one should be a volatile impurity. Non-sublimable is a non-sublimable impurity. Non-volatile impurity. Non-sublimable means non-volatile impurity. This is a volatile. Some examples of solids which sublime are ammonium chloride, naphthalene and anthracene. Ammonium chloride, naphthalene, anthracene. Okay, that's all with today's class. We'll close the session here and we'll continue tomorrow to finish the chapter. Okay. बाकी और 4 प्रोसेस है. क्रोमेटोग्राफी इज लेफ्ट टुमारो. फिल्ट्रेशन, क्रोमेटोग्राफी, डिस्टिलेशन, fractional distillation. Big process is there, one more. That is your big process. I don't know what is its name. I'll see. हाँ. It is called oxygenation. Separate oxygenation. How to separate components of air. Okay. That is very tough process. Not required for in syllabus also. That is not more important. Then you will come with the physical change, chemical change. That is important. Okay. And what is an element and a compound? उसका difference between वो बताऊंगा क्या है and what is the difference between that. With that we will close the second chapter of chemistry and then we will enter into next third chapter or gravitation. We will go for that chapter, physics third chapter. Okay. Thank you.